Nope, spoilers, no. Anyway, welcome everyone to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I have played this game hundreds of times. Like, literally, okay, maybe not hundreds of times, 100. Okay, maybe not 100 times, but definitely more than, like, 30. I always name myself Dude, because it's just funny. This is how I also play Pokemon games. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Great Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. I messed it up, damn it. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Oh dear, a man on a dark horse. What could that symbolize? Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. I called him Great Deku Tree. Well, that's what he's called in later ones, anyway. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay the world, depends upon thee. So, a piece of contention with some fans of this series is whether or not it's Navi or Navy. Some people are like, oh, it's Navy because the fairy's blue. And, you know, they're wrong, but, Hello. But yeah, they're wrong because, well, I mean, nobody knows. Like, nobody actually knows what the name of the fairy is because they never actually say it out loud. But, yeah, it's Navi, by the way. And no, not because it's the, like, blue people from Avatar. Just because that's the name. That's her name. That's what it is. Anyway. Yes, pre-rendered backgrounds. The only thing rendered here is Link. So, this is the problem with Ocarina. Oh, hello, dude. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Please, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Man, he's just sleeping. You're the one who's bothering him and bringing a light in here. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. So one of the big issues that a lot of people will have about this game is that it kinda looks like butts. It really does, unfortunately, but it is so much fun to play, and god, yeah, wow, the pre-rendered backgrounds. It is still probably my favorite game of all time. It is the Kokiri Forest. And again, we have... How do you pronounce this person's name? No, their name is not Yahoo Hi Dude. Okay, so she basically says, yes, the Great Deku Tree has summoned you. You gotta go talk to the Great Deku Tree. This is Saria. Saria? Nobody knows. Anyway, so the first thing that you basically have to do is go talk to the Great Deku Tree. So let's just go over there, and there's going to be nothing impeding us. Hey, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. Wow, Toxic Masculinity was attacking us in 1998 even. What, you've got a fairy? Say what, the Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? Yeah, we don't actually have, like, names for people, so we only have his word to go on that this is Mido. In fact, he could possibly be talking about someone else, but no, this is Mido. He sucks. Nobody likes him. This isn't funny. Well, I mean, I think it is. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? You have to do the tutorial level first, which is what I'm stopping you from doing. You should at least equip a sword and a shield. Basically, he's just saying you gotta go get those. So... The mechanic, hey, listen. This is what a lot of people remember about this game. Navi going, hey, listen. So, yeah, the game doesn't really tell you where to go, so you kind of just have to roam around and figure it out for yourself. But essentially, you have to break rocks and cut grass to be able to get a shield, because you need 40 rupees to be able to get the shield. Oh yeah, look this way. Look over here with the Z button and talk to me with A. We are tutorializing this area. That's how you use a fairy. Because this was new for Zeldas, that you had the ability to actually lock on to enemies by pressing the Z button. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. Basically, yeah, press the Z button, you can do that, and they will always highlight it, and yeah, and now this is a huge mechanic of the game. Kokiri Shop. Welcome. Oh look, there's a shield over there. It's 40 rupees. I don't have enough rupees. So now you just run around and gather rupees before you can get a shield. There you go, there's 5. There's usually about 2 in the grass. Yes, this is grass. Run over here and grab one behind the house. You can throw rocks to get rupees, usually. I have thrown most of the rocks and gotten no rupees. I didn't get a single rupee from those? What's going on? What the? Okay, that's just very unlucky. Oh yeah, there's one over here. So, you can go into any of these houses, and especially when you're doing a randomizer, it's a good idea too, because the first house that I was just at, that's way over there, has 4 treasure chests in them. But in the regular game, the treasure chests are pretty much worthless. Another rupee? I'll show you. Alright, 4 treasure chests. Let's open these up and see what we get. Oh yeah, there's rupees in these. God, okay, maybe I am... Maybe this is necessary at the beginning. 1 rupee. Hey, okay, so we got 5 and 1. Oh god. Okay. I never opened these at the beginning. I only... That's why. There's recovery hearts in here, but those are like... Okay, now that we've opened all these 4 chests, they will never be filled ever again. No, but in a randomizer, if you get stuck in Kokiri Forest... Oh yeah, and the rocks that respawned. If you get stuck in Kokiri Forest, it's actually super useful because you get 5 actually treasure chests right off the bat. And I'll show you where the other one is. You go through this little tunnel back here, and now we're just gonna... Oh my god, there's a boulder. And now we're just gonna run over here and grab this rupee, wait for the boulder to pass by, and open this chest to get a Kokiri sword. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. We've got this group of people who are forest dwellers, and they're peaceful and kind and whatnot, and they've got a sword. The sword's probably like this big, but it's big for them, I guess, because they're tiny little forest people. Oh yeah, the game still made you do this back then. They don't automatically equip stuff. You have to actually equip it yourself, because this is a real RPG. But also there's like equipping mechanics, because you'll be able to use different weapons at different times. So now, I would be able to go over and cut all the grass, which is surprisingly satisfying, actually. You can also cut signs down, which is actually... that's fun. That sign's ruined forever now. So is that one. Oh, I got a rupee for it. Perfect. Okay, now that we've got over 40 rupees, we can go get ourselves a shield. You got a Deku shield. And then you have to equip it, because there are different shield equipment. Well, there's different shields. In the later games, they'll just give you the new shield. They'll be like, yeah, this is just your shield now. But this one, you have to actually physically equip it. Can I get past? Can I please get past? I just want to get like Mido. I swear to God, I've got the stuff, Mido. Just move it. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree... No, wait. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. This guy's very annoying. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Yeah, this guy becomes a Groose in the later... Well, I mean, this Groose is like the older version of him in the later games. Okay, we're gonna go to the Great Deku Tree, and nothing bad is going to happen to us at all. Oh my god, what the hell are these? So yeah, these are called Deku Babas, and if you cut them down, they give you a stick. But this is also the other mechanic of the game, the C buttons. You can put the stick in the C buttons. This counts as a weapon that is twice as powerful as your sword, and you use it once, and it blows up. As you can see, it's very useful. Fine, I don't... Fine, I'm leaving. I'm still carrying the stick. I've brought a big stick. Does this help? Oh yeah, you can see, like, over there in the corner right over there, there's another Deku Baba over there. Dude, welcome. Listen carefully. Oh yeah, this is why I like naming him Dude, because it's just like, dude, welcome. Listen carefully to what the Deku Tree I'm about to tell thee. I speak in Shakespearean prose for some reason. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. The Deku Tree is the only one who kind of talks like this. He almost talks like he's got Shakespearean dialogue. Verily thou hast felt it. Sure. Dude, the time has come to test thy courage, dude. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom. Wouldn't you say, with thine wisdom and verily thy courage? Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Now, perhaps dost thou not have noteth the confidence in your abilities. Return to the Kokiri Forest and learn the skills of combat. Yeah, you can just straight up refuse. You can just be like, nah, I'm not gonna. Why does the tree have a mustache? Go over here and kill the carnivorous piranha plant. Do you have courage? Yes, I do. So you're not just gonna, like, eat me to prolong your life, right? Thou must aid, dude. Thou thine verily. When Navi says, hey, you listen. And we're going inside. Let's check out the Great Deku Tree. A bunch of spiders in here. Nobody likes spiders. The music in these games is always so good. I really like this. Okay, so, hey, those are the Deku Babas. I remember them. Oh my god, they're attacking me now. Do you want anything? Or, like, what's the deal, buddy? I don't... And now we have a second item. The Deku Nut. Hey, listen. Look, dude, you can see down below this web using... using up-C. Well, it's up-C, but using, like... What is she telling him here? It's like, you can look down below this web using... Huh. Also, zoom in on the up-C. You can... I never realized this before. That is see-through. You can see Link's belt on the yellow up-C. It's like clipping through the thing. Okay, yeah, the enemy is nearby music is not going to shut up. By the way, Deku Tree, can you feel this? If I do this, is this like the equivalent of having like GERD or something? He's just like, what are you doing in there? Stop that, it hurts. Run over here. Spiders! Gigantic spiders! These are the treasure chests. I don't have to get these, like, you don't really need them, but it's the dungeon map. The dungeon map tells you where everything is in the dungeon, but also gives you a map on the screen. So, as you can tell, let me move out of the way, the entire UI is just cluttered with stuff now. You've got hearts in the upper left, you've got all of your buttons in the upper right, you've got rupees on the lower left, and you've got the map on the lower right. There's so much stuff on this that the Zelda... Oh, we're still tutorializing. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. If you were playing this on the GameCube, it would be the red button on the top. Or no, the green button on the top of the screen. Red button is what you use for the sword. What you doing? Yep. I know how to defeat these enemies so easily. Forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? I'm not... You don't... Just... Let's avoid names like that. Let's just do that. That's a good idea. When you jump off of a high cliff, if you hold forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and you won't get hurt from the fall. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Oh, hey, a platform. Over to another chest. Nothing bad will happen here. Ah, the platform broke. Wait, the platform broke? How do I get out of here? There's no way for me to get out of here. I don't know what to do. Oh, I know. I'll climb over here. Ah, chest. This'll get me out of here. That was not helpful. Okay, I have to open the big chest, of course. Slingshot. Link, I don't know why they do this, but like, young Link only gets certain items, adult Link can get other items, and they're supposed to be equal. Like, the slingshot is very much, okay, we're going Bart Simpson with this, and adult Link, of course, gets a bow and arrow. But then, like, young Link will get a boomerang, which is super cool and fun to use, and adult Link just gets a hook shot, which just goes forward and then backward, and it's like, I don't know. I can aim this perfectly. Later, I'll do the, so there's a mini game you can play later with the slingshot that allows you to get a bigger bag of seeds, and it is, I can do it on the first try. I'm very, very experienced with this. Well, now that we have the slingshot, what are we going to do with it? Hey, these guys on the wall. Dead, dead. Dead. There's a rupee. I want to get the rupee. I want a... Oh, come on. I can't get that. Deku Tree, can you feel this? Can you feel me, like, is this weird? Is this weird for you that I'm climbing up the like, vines that are growing inside of here? Anyway, ignore. I went the wrong way. Ignore. We go in here. This is... Ow. You are very rude. Alright, so this is the first instance we have of torches. Torches. You can use the big stick to light a torch on fire. And if you don't do anything, the torch will slowly burn away. Slowly burn. Yep, there we go. So you have to make sure you use it, make sure you swing your sword to de-equip the stick, otherwise it'll burn away. Oh yeah, this still has the original Crescent Moon design. Apparently the Crescent Moon was bad, and they changed it in a later game. I don't know. You found the compass. I really don't need these items. So yeah, the compass, as you can see on the minimap here, there's something in this room. What is that? What's that little brown thing that looks like a treasure chest? Hi. Skulltulas. Dead. I could probably have one-shot him if I, like, jump attacked or just, yeah, slice him and whatnot, but I didn't want to. And we hit the switch, and we jump over here, and we hit the first instance of golden Skulltulas. There are 100 of these in the game, and if you collect them all, you get 200 rupees. It's really not worth it. You really kind of need to get 50 because 50 allows you to get the last piece of heart, or one of the pieces of heart in the game, but I'm not going to catch all of them, but I am going to show you a glitch on how to go over 100 gold Skulltulas. I'm not going to get all of them. Why am I picking recovery heart chests? I don't need these. So this, I didn't even have to do that room now that I think about it. Anyway. Hi. Bye. Well. My muscle memory's just kicking in. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to jump from high up down below. But anyway, I don't think you can get that guy yet, actually. I think you need the boomerang to be able to get him. Yeah, muscle memory's just kicking in. I'm just doing all this stuff and not doing any commentary on it. Anyway, you light the torch. You can run over here. No. There's a bunch of different spider webs all over the place that we keep burning. I wonder if that's indicative of something. Hello. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? No, we're just going to move past this. I'm not going to do commentary on every little thing. You shoot the eye, you open the door. Is this fun? Shooting eyes to open door. Is this a fun puzzle? I might quote Aaron Hansen a few times because their Ocarina of Time run is one of the most infuriating things I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I love your work. Okay, so here's how you're supposed... After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I'll bet there are some interesting things underwater. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to dive, hit that switch. It lowers the water so you can get past this chain without hurting yourself. That's what you're supposed to do. That is the whole point. You're supposed to do that and not supposed to do anything else. I screwed it up. Oh my god, I was trying to do the skip and I screwed it up. Okay, fine, okay. I'll do it again. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Get over here. So you're supposed to hit the switch, but instead you can do this. That saves you like a few seconds at most. It's really not even worth it. Stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. This is very, like, there's so many tutorials. There really are. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yes, you've told me that multiple times. Uh-oh. There's stuff in this room. If you hit these guys just right, you can actually turn them into... I didn't hit them just right. Oh well. Do this, light some torches. Slice and I don't lose the torch. Oh, actually, this is kind of smart because, oh look, there's a guy up there. I'm just going to shoot him. But it also brings your eye to this. I have to collect every rupee. It also brings your eye to this. These things on the ceiling. Just get it right. There we go. You can shoot them and they blow up. And if you don't shoot them and they blow up, this happens. What? So, what? Okay, what are these things supposed to be? They're like eyeball frogs with a little spike on the end? Anyway, you kill him and it's fine. So, this is one of the instances where you would think, oh, I have to go in here. So, there's an enemy over there. This means this is the direction I have to go, right? That, I hit my microphone, that is an explodable wall. You need bombs to be able to get past it. I don't have bombs yet. So this is one of the things where the game tells you, you might want to come back here later. Honestly, I think the only thing back there is a gold Skulltula, so it's really not that important. So we're just going to go over here. I got to skip this entire room, by the way, and burn the thing. I remember the first time I played this next part actually kind of confused me, because okay, so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to light this torch on fire to be able to burn this to get to the next section of the game. I thought, and it is actually possible to do this, that you were supposed to push the block over here and then like try and set this on fire. Right, but the problem is now I'm stuck over here. And I'm like, oh god, what do I do? Which means I have to go back through the rooms. No, I'm not fighting you. Ah! Thank you. Pull the block, open the door. Yeah, I'm just skipping all this. Light the torches. Wait, I already lit the torches. Okay, you have to fight this guy. Eggs are back up there. What am I going to do? I'm going to summon all three at once. And it doesn't matter because I just leave the room anyway. I can hear you, you little frog things. Alright, so yeah, originally I thought you're supposed to like push this up here because, you know, you don't... It's not like you're supposed to push it off of the ledge to be able to get down to the other room really easily. Yeah, I just made it unnecessarily complicated when I was first playing this game. Grab the torch, roll over here. I didn't even land in the water. Oh god. I mostly just wanted to do that as a funny trick shot, but I almost killed myself. Hey, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Am I supposed to do something? 31 is 2. 1d2 is 3. 23 is number 1. What are you gonna do? And there we go. Yeah, if you like, you don't actually have to defeat them. You can just like Z-target them, run towards them, and they're like, okay, fine, we're defeated. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Ghoma to you in order to administer the... Why are we teaching little kids coup de grace? It's like, when I was 10, it's just like, in order to administer the coup de grace, because that's how you pronounce it, to Queen Ghoma, strike her with her sword while she's stunned. The game does not at all tell you how to actually do this, only that you're supposed to do this. Slicey, slicey. So yeah, this is the thing that boss battles will do. They will, before the boss room, they'll give you kind of a hint as to what you're supposed to use. This middle one, okay, it gives you a rupee that time, but they will also give you the Deku nuts, or the Deku seeds. And it's like, oh, okay, you're supposed to be able to use those. There is a way to one-shot Ghoma, and I've never been good at it, so let's see if I can pull it off today. I'm not cheating, shut up. Foggy room. You can see that up there, right? Big giant eyeball. A big giant eyeball, and the item I got in this dungeon was a slingshot. I wonder if I'm supposed to do something. Nope, I didn't. I messed it. That's right, I messed it up. I want to see if I can actually get this, because if you jump attack her with the stick, get rid of... Oh, no, wait. I know what I'm supposed to do. You can't do that from here. Ah, okay. It's so much easier if you have the Z button as the hold as opposed to switch, but I think you have to actually, like, leave the game and do that. Maybe I can't pull this off. What is her... Where's her mouth? Because she's, like, roaring. Oh, I almost had it. Oh, I almost had it. No, no, no. Okay, let me... I want to see if I can get this. Damn it. Nope. I will get this time. I will be impressive. Damn it. Yes, one shot. Okay. I think that was like 6 times that I had to reset that a bunch, but yeah, you can one-shot Ghoma very easily. I don't think you can do that with the King Dodongo, but you can do that with Ghoma. I get a piece of heart, and we're done. We saved the Great Deku Tree. Nothing bad's going to happen now. Well done, dude. You ain't looking too good, buddy. You alright? Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. Why does he talk with Shakespearean prose? It doesn't make sense. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert casts this dreadful curse upon me. That guy looks very familiar. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. So this is a thing that happens in every Zelda game, that they'll basically be like, long ago, some Din, the goddess of power, Nehru, the goddess of wisdom, Pharaoh, the goddess of courage. With every Zelda game, they basically do some sort of a creation myth where it's just like, long ago, these goddesses created the universe, and then they put together their powers into a Triforce. A lot of these Zelda games will be like, long ago, this weird thing happened, but it's always sort of some, it's almost like an oral tradition. People are just like, oh, is this game referring to like a different game in the timeline? Realistically, Nintendo just kind of made up the timeline to sort of connect all the games, but they're not. Every game is sort of a self-contained thing. Whenever they say, long ago there was this thing that happened with this other Link, they're not really referring to a specific game. There's no real reason why Ocarina of Time should be the 4th game in the timeline, other than there's kind of a big time travel shenanigans with it. So just understand that every Zelda game is sort of a self-contained thing, and whenever they refer to long ago there was a hero who saved the land, yes, that is a Link from the timeline, but ultimately, they don't really write any of this down. It's all just like oral traditions. Did you hear about the time that Link saved the universe? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. What do you do exactly, Deku Tree? You've got powers, but like, spoiler warning, he's gonna die. 7 years are gonna pass, and nothing really happens. Like, it's not like the entire Kokiri Forest dies. Some enemies get in, but that doesn't happen until I can come back and visit the forest later and everything's fine. Like, the kids are just like, the Deku Tree's dead, but it's still a forest, it's still alive, we're still fine. I don't know. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Wow, cool story, Grandpa. Dude, now go to the Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. We get the poorly rendered 3D green thingy. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, dude. Thou art courageous. Courageous. Navi the fairy, help dude carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. We can still go inside, right? Let's go to Hyrule Castle. You seem way too chipper. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. I feel like that should have gone first. It's like, all right, he's dead. Let's go to Hyrule Castle. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Total whiplash. It's like saying, why did you say that name? That meme is never gonna die. Mido, let me through. Hey, dude, what did you do? I murdered a tree. Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. I'm just gonna walk away. Cool, no consequences. Anyway, and now nothing bad happens ever again to this place. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. This guy was blocking the entrance. Whenever you're doing a randomizer, he will block, like, one of the options in the randomizer is open Kokiri Forest or closed Kokiri Forest. This is open because he's no longer blocking the entrance. You have to actually beat the Deku Tree to be able to get him to move. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, dude, because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Hey, the game's called the Ocarina of Time. That must be the Ocarina of Time, right? It's such a nice gift from a friend of mine. I will cherish it forever, and I will never, ever get rid of it and replace it with an even cooler version. I don't even care if the version is blue. If it's blue, I will just throw it out, and I will keep your version forever. I will never get rid... I'm harping on this because literally this is a gift from a friend as you're leaving, and it is such an important role, and we literally get rid of it for the blue one. We never see this ever again. It's ridiculous. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Why does he act so weird? He's just like he's scared of her or something. I don't understand. I don't understand what the problem is. So by today's standards, people are going to look at Hyrule Field and be like, it's big and empty and there's nothing in it. But honestly, in 1998, this was kind of like mind-blowing. You're just like, oh my god, look at how huge it is. There's so much open space. Now I'm going to go into Hyrule Field and nothing bad's going to happen to me. It's the owl. A lot of people don't like this owl because he, kind of tricks you to listening to... Okay, he's basically telling you, you're going to encounter a bunch of monsters. Here's what you do. Do all this. Did you get all that? And it automatically goes to no. So then you press A. Did you get all that? No. But yes. Please go away. He's basically kind of like the signpost for, hey, you got to listen to me, and I will tell you where to go. So here we are, Hyrule Field. This big, giant open space. There's so much stuff to do here. You don't ever do anything in Hyrule Field. Like, literally nothing. There's some monsters here and there, and there's a hole you can dive in to get a gold Skulltula. Other than that, you basically do nothing here. There's a quest later with a guy who runs around who wants a bunny hood. Big open space, nothing to do. So, he told you to go to Hyrule Castle, but he doesn't really tell you where Hyrule Castle is, so you just start wandering around, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go check out, I'm going to follow this path. There's a path leading this way. Let's just see where it goes. Oh, there's a big, huge castle over there. Maybe we should go to the castle. What do you want, Navi? The great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Should we get going? That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to go over to the castle and nothing bad's going to happen. It's getting dark. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. Probably not. Hey, what's going on? Why is that? Why are there skeletons? What the hell is... So yeah, this was pretty frightening the first time I ever played this because, oh my god, there's skeletons and the drawbridge comes up and you basically only have just enough time to go from Kokiri Forest to Hyrule Castle. If you're running or you can run really fast backward like that. You can run really fast. You can run faster by pressing A, but if you don't get there in time, the skeletons pop up. You can fight them and then they die. Nothing bad will happen. Nope, there's more of them. Oh yeah, you can slice their heads off. Well, I didn't, but more of them. Slice the head off. What are you gonna do now, huh? And plus, if you keep fighting them... A big one shows up! Look at the size of that dude! You can cut his head off, too. And if you defeat him, you get a blue rupee. There we go. Super duper easy to do, no problems. Also, if you climb up the chain to the very top, you get a ton of money. There's another way to get a ton of money, which I'll show you later. But you can climb up both chains. I think you can get 60 rupees. Yep. 60 rupees. That was super useful. More pre-rendered backgrounds. They're really just screenshots. All right, welcome to Hyrule Market. There is so much going on, but this is where like all the cool stuff is. Plus, I can go over and do this. Shooting gallery. I'm going to get this on the first try. Okay, screwed up. Almost. Okay, I almost got it on the first try. I didn't miss. Okay, yeah. All right, no, I got this. Okay, fine. Okay, 5 tries. 6 tries. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 7 tries. No! Okay, 8 tries. Got it. Okay, it took me 8 tries, but I do know how to beat that. Yes, it's hard, but it's not impossible. There we go. Deku Seeds Bullet Bag. Fine, yes, it took me 8 tries, but just don't worry about it. Anyway, let's talk to this random lady. Hi. Your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? That supposedly that's Link talking. Oh, you're a fairy boy from the fort. What'd you call me? Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, but he hasn't come back yet. Well, let's go to the castle. Hyrule Castle. For some reason, it took me and my cousins so long to try and figure this out. Oh my god. Hey dude, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Yeah. Do you want to hear what I said again? Yes, no, no. You're a smart kid. Good luck then. Don't get caught by the guards is basically what he says. It's really not that important. Run into the tree. Gold Skull Toss. Okay, so I think there's a way to, like, bribe this guard to actually let you in, but the other guards will catch you and put you away. Come on. There is a way to bribe him, though. I can't remember what specifically you have to do, but climb up here. Because, yeah, I remember my cousin and I trying to get past this, and we're like, how do you get past all these guards? They're everywhere. Their line of sight is kind of really terrible, because you can literally just run past them. There's some dudes over there. Like, we tried to run up the staircase to the right, as you can see, but there's guards literally in front and to the left and to the right, and you're just like, how do I get past this? No one ever really told us that what you're supposed to do is climb up this piece of wall. And by the way, how do these guards not see a small child just like climbing up and over like this? This is very bad. You are not being very good guards. Some milk crates, you say? Let me talk to this guy. He's sleeping. So yeah, I don't think there's any way to do this without actually getting caught by the guards at least once. Hey, guess what? I'm inside. You gonna do anything about it? I hear music. Such a nice song. Anyway, are you going to the castle? Stop calling me that. He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. If you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Cool, I can make an omelet. Feels like there's something moving inside. Yeah, every single time it has to tell you, you can put it to one of the C buttons, because that's just how things are. Oh yeah, if you don't climb up it right in the middle, it'll, like, just throw you back down. Hey, I'm just gonna sneak past you guys again. Like, you gonna protect the princess at all? Tiny little child can just run past. I have a sword. Like, I could literally hurt somebody, and you're just not gonna stop me. Man, the pension plan for Hyrule Castle must be terrible. A chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Yeah, you have to wait 24 hours for the chicken to hatch. And now we have a chicken. It's a cuckoo, actually. That's what it's called. Hey, you guys know that there's just, like, money in the moat, right? Like, are you not going to do anything about that? This man has been asleep for over 24 hours. He must have severe depression. Why did chicken wake me up? What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? You have been asleep for 24 hours. That's way too much. Hello, and I changed voices. Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, owner of Lawn Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep for a whole day. Like, you might want to go to a cardiologist, dude. That sounds pretty, that's not good. What? Malin was looking for me? Now I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad leaving Malin behind to wait for me. You're letting a child run your ranch, like, with the cows and the horses and stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. She's gonna let me have it? I love the animations in this game. They're actually just so goofy. I guess I'll finish your delivery for you. No, it's fine. I'm 10. Child labor's perfectly acceptable in Hyrule, I suppose. Letting a 10-year-old run the... I'm just going to stop now because this isn't funny. You push the boxes. I think you don't need to push both of them. I think you can. In fact, actually, let me try it real quick. Nope, doesn't work. Oh yeah, I do need to get in before it goes to sundown because... in sundown, there are guards by the gate. Not during the day, though. They're working during the day, so they're not actually guarding anything. By the way, this is the sewer, right? Ugh. Anyway. Hey, what's going on? Why are there skeletons?